Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another video. For y'all who are new, my name is NANII.Janae. Welcome to my channel. Stay tuned. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what y'all would like me to do in future videos. But today's video will be about a story time. Okay, guys, it's a story time about how I freaking This is just about how I almost got kicked out of summer school. Like, how the hell do you get kicked out of summer school? Okay, I'm gonna show you how. I'm about to tell you how. Okay, so I didn't actually get kicked out. I was like on the edge. They kind of like just let me slide out of convincement. But it's about to be a good story time. Like, it was so much going on to why that happened. But before I go into how I almost got kicked out, I'm gonna kind of give y'all like a backstory on why my black ass was in summer school to begin with. Okay, so I was not the perfect kid. Okay, like, oh, straight A student all the time. No, y'all, I did not like school. Kids who are watching this, go to school. Okay, but me personally, school was not for me. Okay, like I have my own schedule. If they said we had to be at school by 7, I was there by 12, okay? They said I had to be in this little homeroom where you don't do nothing but just go in there to just sit down until you go to your first period. I didn't show up at all. That's just how it was, okay? I just didn't like school. So because of that, and also because I also was not coming to school very often, and I also was not doing my homework like I was supposed to, my grades was just ass, F, straight F's, D's, all that bullshit. But yeah, so I had to go to summer school because my mama signed me up. And she was like, you need to make up your credits. So I was like, all right, whatever. Went to summer school, first day of summer school, okay? Summer school. Actually, pause. Let me backtrack one more time. I'm sorry. So, give y'all a little bit more detail on what's about to go down in this story. So basically, besides grades, which led me to have to go to summer school, it was this girl. What should I name her? Cause I really don't like her. I'm gonna name her Snake, cause that's she gave me Snake vibes. Okay, her ass was just slithering through everything. Okay, she's a snake. Okay, so basically, me and this girl Snake, she was new to the school. I was being nice. Introduced her to my group of friends. I had this little nerdy group of friends that just never got in trouble, always on point. They basically kind of helped me and motivated me to come to school. Basically, they tried to keep me doing what I'm supposed to be doing while I'm at school. To a certain extent, they just couldn't control me to that level. But they was my motivators. So, me and my little nerdy gang, I introduced her to them. I thought everything was all good and gravy. We was cool. We was chatting. We was chopping it up during PE and all that stuff, whatever. Yeah. Don't trust people when you just don't be too nice all the time, basically. So, we're going to fast forward to I think after 2 or 3 months of me just kicking it with her and everybody, just kicking it with everybody, thought everything was good. She basically just did a whole 360, y'all. I came to school one day and she the vibe was just off. It was just a weird ass vibe. She was just being strange, and I was just like, what the fuck is her problem? Excuse my language, I'm sorry. But I'm just like, what is her problem? You know, I thought she was supposed to be my girl. We were supposed to be kicking it, everything all good and everything. But that's not what happened. So basically, I came to school. The vibe was off, so I questioned her during lunch, because during PE, they got these little numbers on the little floor or whatever, and they don't let you sit or talk or turn around and talk to the person behind you and all that. Just extra. School was just extra, okay? There was extra out, okay? It's extra. Okay. So girl was acting weird, so during lunch, I'm like, what is your issue? She was like, oh, I don't like you, woo, and I'm like, for what? She didn't even have a reason. She didn't even have a reason to not like me. She just switched up out of nowhere. So come to find out later on that day, she's coming to my nerdy gang, and she talking about me behind my back, just saying she don't like my outfit, she don't like my shirt. But yet, mind you guys, listen, my parents did not take me shopping to name brand clothes and all this little rich famous stuff like some kids was able to do, right? So my black ass shopped at Walmart and this little store that was like right next to Target that had like cool little outfits or whatever. So I was at Walmart. I have no problem with Walmart. I still shop at Walmart still to this day. Okay, so I had this cool little striped shirt, and I had them like in multiple colors, and then I had like these cool little like graffiti shirts and like shirts with like different pictures on them and stuff that like say no to homework and stuff like that my dad picked out. And this girl, she was saying she didn't like my shirt and stuff, but other people said they liked my shirt. But yeah, she came back to school the next day and had that same shirt. I find that very strange for you to say like you don't like my shirt, but yet you got the same shit as me. That you just strange. She was just strange like that. Okay, she was just strange. So they telling me everything she's saying or whatever. So I'm just like, oh, is that right? Me being the person I am, a little somewhat of a short temper I have, but I had like a really short temper back then. I went to address it. At first I was being calm and like, you know, nice or whatever. Just trying to see like what's the issue. But yeah, that didn't turn out very well. So came up to me like just being like just pissed off all up in her face, and she went to the principal office, told them everything. So they kind of like, the school kind of gave me like a restraining order on her. Like I couldn't be around her, couldn't talk to her, we couldn't have the same class, nothing. Like it was just the shit was extra. So we go fast forward a little bit. Months go by, she's still just talking. She started taking it to social media, and I'm just like, I don't even talk to her. I don't even, you know, I'm over the situation. I'm just dead with it. But for some reason, she still have my name in her mouth. So I'm just be like, my friend's just telling me everything. I'm just like, okay. She's still going. So like after a while, I just started getting like really, really annoying, because you know, it was just like overwhelmed. Like, why are you still just bothering me? So basically, my homegirls, they told me like she started saying stuff, whatever, the little nerdy gang, and after a while, like she stopped talking to them about me, but she was telling other people stuff about me. So I had other people that she thought I did not even know, but I actually knew those people. They came and told me stuff. So I'm just like, okay, this point, you're doing too much. And I don't really care about the school that much, so I don't really care about getting in trouble. I'm already in trouble enough at the school, so one suspension ain't gonna hurt me. I can suspend it for other bullshit throughout the week, so it don't matter. So basically, she just running her mouth, to the point where I will go back and let them know, like, hey, at this point, like, I'm ready to fight. They be like, for what? So I started telling them, like, okay, she being weird. The girl was stalked. She was following me home. Like, I never showed this girl my house. Girl done stalked me, y'all. She stalked the fuck out of me. And one day I told my homegirl, I was like, she really just followed me. And she like, one time she took a picture, she put the shit on social media. I'm like, how did you get my house? Like, how do you know what? How do you know where I live? Like, you really just, you're weird. You're a weird little girl. So I'm telling them all this stuff. They not believing me for a moment, because, you know, like I said, I had my little reputation of good girl, bad girl. And they was like, okay, you just bullying her. She not doing that because she not saying nothing about us. So why she just, you know, she said those few little things about you when we told you, but she hasn't really been coming to us too much. So I'm like, y'all believe what y'all want. I'm telling y'all, eventually this girl is gonna do the same thing she's doing to me, to y'all, and she's doing the most. Like, they really thought I was bullying a little girl. Like, what the hell do I need to bully this little girl for, y'all? What do I need to bully her for? Like, come on now. So we're gonna fast forward. She started doing the same shit to them. So they come to me, they like, Money, I'm sorry, She did the same thing. They all just telling me everything to the T. Okay, they telling me everything just and I'm like, oh really? Right. But I was the bully, right? I was just bullying her. I told y'all the bitch is crazy. Okay, she crazy. She got something wrong with her up there. I was like, but I was crazy, right? I was tripping. I was the bully. I was all this. Y'all didn't want to believe me. They was like, I'm sorry. So I'm just like, okay, it's cool. I'm not tripping. We still good. Ain't no bad blood. Y'all just, y'all based it off of my reputation at the time. So, I'm gonna fast forward. Summer school comes and I go, okay, I take the back. It was the first day I popped, like we found our classes or whatever. So it was me and Blackie, and we went to school, and basically I thought me and Blackie was gonna have the same summer school class, but we were taking 2 different subjects. So my class was in A quad, I think her class was in B quad at the time. Yeah, I think she was either in B or C quad at the time. I forgot what subject she had to take school for, but her class was in, we're gonna just say she had a class in B quad. So I was in A, she was in B. Turns out Blackie, I almost said her name. Blackie was in the same classroom as the little snake, okay? Little slithering snake, okay? She was in the same classroom as her, right? And because they had this little restraining order, as they want to call it, on me to be around her or whatever, Blackie was my girl. So she let me know. She texted me. I'm in class. She texted me like she's blowing me up, y'all. She blowing me up. So I'm like, damn, okay, let me look at my phone. So I pull out my phone. I'm like, okay, I'm scrolling. And then I'm just like, oh, okay, you saying a lot right now. Like, hold on. So the teacher like, hey, put your phone away. I'm like, all right. So any student that the teacher tells them to put their phone away, y'all know we got our own tricks and ways up our sleeves to just not get caught the next time they tell us. So I had the little book. So we was jotting down notes or whatever for the little science class or whatever. So I have my book covering it like this, and I have my phone like right underneath. So I'm just looking. I'm like, okay, and I'm looking like paying attention to the teacher or whatever, paying attention. And I'm just scrolling, I'm just reading everything. I'm like, oh, okay. So she telling me everything, y'all. She basically was telling me like what her classroom number was, where the girl was sitting, everything like that. So I was just like, okay, bet, say less. So the little lunch period came. And basically for summer school, it's a little different than regular school. Like you still have A and B lunch, but the difference is whoever has, I think it was the first lunch or the second, was it the second lunch? Whoever had I think B lunch was able to go home during B lunch. And if you have A, you can't leave because right after you got to go back to your second period. But if you have B, you did both of your classes and you just go home. Or you can stay during lunch and then go home. It's up to you. So I had A, Blackie and Snaky had B. So I wasn't able to get to her at the time. So I go home. The next day is 4th of July, so we don't have school because it's a holiday. So the day after, we go back to school. So basically on 4th of July, my homegirl, that's the my sister, she comes, and let me give her a nickname. I'm gonna call her, what should I give her a nickname? I'm gonna call her Thickums. She was thick back then, but now she's slim thick now. So I'm gonna call her Thickums or Thick. I'm gonna call her Thick. So Thick came over. We popping fireworks, my family, everything. We kicking it, we chilling. Nighttime comes. Okay, y'all. Nighttime comes. This girl had me do the most dumbest thing in the world. My stupid ass was slow. But nighttime comes. My mom like, oh, Thickums, are you gonna spend the night? Cause Money got school, so either her dad could take you home tonight, or You can spend the night and go to school with her if they let you. So I'm lying my ass off. I'm like, oh yeah, you could come to school with me. Yeah, she could come to school with me. You know, like any kid who don't want their friend to go home. So they're like, I'm like, yeah, you know, you can come to school with me. Come to school with me. She can come. Like the school lets you come and sit down in the classroom. Like y'all, I'm telling all type of lies, y'all. My mom fell for it. Love you, mama. But yeah, so my mom was like, all right, well, y'all don't stay up too late because you gotta get ready for school and you don't like getting up in the morning. So I'm like, all right. So in my room, kicking it, we chilling, we talking. She told me to call her dad. Okay, she told me to call her dad. Mind y'all, her daddy and dad in prison, y'all. At the time, he was in prison for whatever he was in there for. My stupid ass called 911. Mind y'all, at this time, I think it was like 14, or 13 going on 14, something like that. Or 14 going to 15, something like that. I forgot how damn old I was at the time. But, she like, call 911. And I'm like, for what? And like, the phone already ringing. I'm like, what you want me to say? She was like, ask for my dad. And I'm like, where, what's your dad's name? I didn't know his name. So she told me his name, and then I say his name, and the lady was like, well, what department does he work at? She was like, tell her he at the prison called something. And I'm like, he at the prison called something, and then it registered. And I'm like, I just hung up. And I'm like, did you just really just? She started laughing. We was just rolling, y'all. I was like, this girl just had me do that. So the police officer, she called back, the little operator lady. She called back. She called my phone back, and I'm like, you know, of course they're not gonna call back from 911. So she called back from a different number, and I answered the phone, and she was like, oh, is everything okay or whatever? And I'm like, oh yeah, everything good. She's like, oh, were your parents? I'm like, oh, my daddy at the store and my mama in the shower. Mind you, they both was in the room. And she was like, oh, well, I need to speak to a parent. I'm like, oh, sorry, my mama in the shower. She's busy right now. She can't talk to you if she's on the phone. Like she can't talk to you on the phone if she's in the shower. You feel me? So she just kept trying to get me to go tell her, and I was like, I'll call you back. And I hung up the phone. I blocked the number because on iPhone you can block people's number, right? So I blocked their number and I powered my phone off. So we hearing sirens and everything. So I'm like, I hope this lady did not just send a letter to my house. Like, it's not that serious. So I'm just like, please don't tell me that's for us. But luckily it was for like a neighbor, a couple houses down. So I was like, oh, we in the game. So basically, fast forward to like later that night, like when we supposed to be asleep and it's like 1 a.m, we still up. She showing me on Facebook, she showing me like all the text messages. She like, look, Snake over here talking about you. And she was like, I'm gonna come to you and I'm gonna let you know because I already pressed her. And she started talking about me and she started going on social media. I was like, I got her blocked on social media. I can't see her page. So she's showing me. I'm just looking. So we came up with this little game plan. Okay, we came up with this game plan. Me and Thick, we had the plan set up on the table. Like when I say we literally wrote this plan out to the T to make this thing work, y'all. We got it down pat, y'all. Okay, so we was like, all right, let's go to sleep because we finna handle her tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, we get up, get ready for school, get there. As soon as we get there, I see Blackie right there. I tell her the whole game plan. She like, all right, say less. Blackie at the time was with Bella. I'm gonna call her Bella. So Blackie and Bella was there. Bella like, wait, what's going on? Like drop the tea. So I dropped the tea real quick, spill it, go, and then we just go to class. So since them two, Blackie and Snakey, had B lunch and I had A, me not caring at this point, I decided to go to my A lunch and not go back to class. That's basically what I did. Went to A lunch, did not go back to class like I was supposed to. Went to their lunch, handled the situation. So it was time for it was time to rumble, okay, y'all? I was geeked up, I was turned up, I was ready to just go. So what I did was I was like, I want to see, because when I come to the girl and I confront her, even though I got the little restraining order, as I want to say, she tell me she don't be saying nothing. But I got receipts now that shows that she's still going talking, doing all this, posting me, doing this and all the other. So I told my super tall Blackie and my other homegirl, we're gonna call her Bree. Bree and Blackie is very tall, okay? Bree and Blackie, they tall. Me, I'm down here, okay? So we got Bree, we got Blackie, we got Bella, and we got Lala. So we go outside. It's like the front of our school is these two little gates, right? So we basically where she went out the two gates that was an A quad and just went right there. So Bella told Bree what was going on, and then Bree told Lala. So we all just came together and just handled the situation. Okay, so I told them that y'all gonna go talk to her since she cool with y'all, but low key not cool with y'all. Y'all gonna talk to her, press y'all issues, cause I'm not gonna make it seem like I'm the one pressing the issue and making y'all press y'all issue. So if y'all really got a problem with her, y'all go handle y'all own thing. I'm gonna do my thing separate. So that's how we did that. So I told Thick, I was like, go over there, talk to her. I'm gonna be behind the gate and I'm gonna hear for myself if she really gonna tell you like, oh, you know, yeah, I said this and that, whatever, admit it. Because if I'm right there, she's not going to admit it. So I want her to admit it before I pop off, even though I already know I've seen the receipts. I just want her to admit it, right? So I got Blackie recording that she admitted, right? So we had the whole thing in our hands, right? She goes, she popping her shit, she popping her shit, she popping her shit, she popping her shit. I'm just like, oh, I'm behind the gate, right? Bye, bye, bye. She just popping her shit. So I go around through the front office and I like sneak up and I, you know, like I said, Bree is tall. She's very, very tall. And Bree is thick. She's tall and thick. So me being skinny and petite at the time and short, it worked perfectly in my favor, y'all. It worked perfect. So I go, she, you know, it's like a cool little group, like what it was like 4 or 5 of us. It's a cool little group and it's just her right there. So like everybody just like this. So she couldn't even see me swoop up. So she's talking, and Thickum, she talking too damn much, okay, y'all. She talking too much. She's supposed to got to her point, ran her fade 101, and then I pop out and like, oh, you thought I didn't hear what you just said, and I was behind the gate the whole time. Ran my fade. That was the damn plan. Thickum ass is sitting here just going and going, y'all. She just going. I'm like, if this girl do not just tell her to squabble up and let's go. Cause you're doing too much. You're talking for too long. You got to your point. You explained it. Hit her ass already. Just do it already. Okay, just hit her. She is just talking too much. So I got pissed off and I moved Thickums and everybody out the damn way and I said, back the fuck up. I'm over it. She seen my face. The girl took the fuck off. When I say she took off, it was this little Hispanic couple. They was in the little hallway where the gate that I was supposed to come through, but I went around. They was right there, and when you close the gate, you can't get in from the outside because the school hours. So she trying to get in. She banging on the gate. She yelling, "Let me in! Let 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 me in!" And I'm like, if y'all open this gate for this girl, I promise you, I'm gonna fight you and your boyfriend. I'm gonna have somebody come fight him because y'all got me fucked up. The boy looked terrified. He opened the gate and he pushed his girlfriend in front of me, and I just pushed her out the damn way because I was after her at the moment, but I was gonna come back for them later. So she gone. She just boom. She booking it. I didn't know she could run this fast, y'all. I really didn't. She gone. I'm over here looking like, where the hell she goes? So everybody tell me like, hey, you of all people, lay low real quick because security all in the middle of the little lunch table stuff is outside. The little benches or whatever, so it was like they all right there in the middle. The principal, everybody like right there, like lay low, do not go to the middle. They was like, we gonna all just spread out and go find her. So I'm like, all right, whatever, fine. So we going. I think I was walking with, who was I walking with? I know I was with Thickums, but I was also walking with somebody else. I'm trying to think who I was walking with. It was, cause it was me. Okay, it was me and it was me, Thickums, and Lala, and then Blackie and Bree split it up. So we go to the, they called us the fire lane at our school. It was like the back commons of the school. Like it's not like A, B, and C squad. It's like all the way in the back where like the other principal office is, security office, and like all these different classrooms just everywhere back there. So she's running. She goes all the way to the back where the second, I think, was that a snack line back there or a lunch area? I can't remember. I think that was either the second snack line or like the second lunch area. I can't really remember. It was like a while back. But yeah, she go back there, basically where the security office is, and there's this gate that like divide our school and the little elementary school next door to us. So Lala, she pointed her out. So Lala seen her and Lala took off, okay? She took off. Lala went and grabbed this girl, cause Lala best friend, what should I name her? I'm gonna name her Mimi. Okay, so Lala best friend Mimi was right there. So Mimi, she yelled out Mimi name. She like, Mimi. She like, what? She like, grab her. So she pointed at the girl. She's like, her? She's like, yeah. So she tried to grab her. The girl ran on the other side. Lala pulled up just how she wanted to. She grabbed, this girl strong as hell. She picked this girl up and hemmed her on the wall, y'all. Like, just, bam, just had her on the wall. And she was like, oh, you think you finna do the homegirl, money like that, da-da-da. And she was pressing her, she was popping her shit, okay? She was popping her shit. So I get back there, I'm like, nah, cause you was just sitting there, you just admitted it. But I didn't tell her I had it on camera. I'm just like, you just admitted it with the woo. And you got the nerve to sit here and keep going to security every time I had came to you, and they sitting there suspending me and doing all this detentions and after schools and OCD. Basically, I'm on campus. Like, I'm basically suspended, but I'm not suspended from school. I'm suspended from all my classes. So I got to sit in this little damn room all day like I'm in jail or something. So they had me doing all that the whole school year, like at least 4 or 5 times a month because of this girl, because they didn't want to believe what I was telling them. And I'm pissed off at this point. So she let her down because one of the security guards was walking through the back and we didn't want her to notice him. So she put her down. She ran all the way through the middle. And I'm like, damn, she about to go tell them. So she get back and we noticed her when she ran. I don't know how the hell she got over there. She got all the way around, basically through the office that I went through to get to her. She got all the way back there. We seen where she, like, we went through the middle and we seen that she cut through there. So like, oh, she finna go through the office. So we waited till she got to like this little, it's like a little block of concrete that connects to the little side gate, and then it's just desert. Okay, it's just desert. So we go, and we see her, she get over there, and I go, like I'm over there. I yank her back, boom. I'm like, no, we're gonna solve this today my way, because solving your way and this office way ain't working for me. Okay, I was being nice, I let it go, like my mom told me, I moved on, but see, you still doing it, so we're gonna have to fight today, okay? We fighting today. So I'm ready, I'm trying to fight her. I'm squaring up everything. This fucking girl, I had, like I told you, I had her bag like locked in, trying to make sure she can't run. So she did, I could just, just dank her real quick, just a couple of hits, just so she could understand to stop running her fucking mouth. So the girl sat there, and I don't know what the hell she did, but she made her bag hit me in my, like right here on my face, and her zipper like cut me like right here. So I was pissed off, and I started chasing her. And this girl, when I said she was a damn track star, y'all, the desert from the little block to the little block of cement, all the way to like this little stop sign, like way down to like the right hand side. That shit is far, okay? I had the girl terrified to the point she didn't come back to school. Okay, wait, before let me stay on this topic before I go to that. That's further into the story. Let me pause. So she threw her bag or whatever. She took off. So my friends, they all grabbed me. They like, no, if she ain't gonna square up, then don't even hit her or nothing, because then she gonna say like she gonna end up saying we jumped her or this or that. She just gonna make up something if you beat her up, and then she start hitting you back or whatever. Whether she hit you back or not, she could say that we jumped her. So let her go. So I was like, all right, if I'm gonna let her go, and she let her bag here, I'm finna see what she got in her bag, y'all. So I was so mad and I was so petty, y'all. I was so damn petty back then, y'all. On a whole nother level. Mind you, the only way you can get a grade for summer school is by turning in your whole packet at the end of summer school. So they don't make you turn in your assignments like regular school, like on Friday you turn in this assignment on. No, like you have to keep that whole packet, everything they tell you to do, every test, everything, and give it to them at the end of summer school. Y'all, she had all her work in there. All of it. Okay? She had all her work, and they give you a lot of work during summer school. The first day, I had too much work, but I got all my work done. But they give you so much work that you would have thought summer school should have been just one day, as much work as they was giving us every day. So just by not having them two packets of work, you basically automatically gonna fail, because you have to have everything, especially the homework, because they have to have proof that you know how to do the test. You're not cheating off nobody else, they want to say. So she left her whole bag, y'all. She had money in there. She had lead pencils, you know. She had the cool little lead pencils. So I was like, I'm taking these lead pencils. Some of the homegirls took the lead pencils. Of course, we split the money. She had her homework, so I ripped all that shit up, okay? I ripped that motherfucker to the T. She can't even find her, can't put her damn name together. I ripped it down. I was so pissed, y'all. I ripped every assignment. Yo ass gonna repeat this grade. I'm not playing. I was so pissed, y'all. I ripped all that up. She had lotion. She had perfume. Took it. You want it? You want it? Pick what you want. This was basically a search and grab and keep. Okay, that's what we did. So after we got everything out her bag that we wanted to keep, threw that bitch in the bush. Okay, we threw it in the bush. Went back to class, and well, not class. I left with them. We went back to the school real quick because I went to grab a snack. Y'all know me, I like to eat. So went back, got me a snack, left. Me and Bree went this way. They went wherever they went, and that's how that went. Next day come. I'm in class, I'm thinking everything gravy, y'all. I'm over here like, oh, like yesterday was such a complete, like I just completed my mission and it's good, we straight, like I'm not suspended, I'm happy. Bullshit. When I tell y'all bullshit, I mean bullshit. I'm in class, y'all. Phone going off. Teacher is in the back, so she didn't get the phone call the first time. They call again. And they kept calling until she answered the phone. The teacher finally answered the phone, and she just like, Monty, go to the security office. We want to talk to you. I'm like, okay. So I go. She got me on paper. She got Bree on paper. I believe she had Blackie. I'm not sure Blackie was on paper. And the other two, I don't think she knew their name, so she wasn't able to get them on paper. So basically, I go down there. They really tried to interrogate me, okay, y'all. They was acting like they some real ass police officers or something. I'm sitting there like, I didn't do nothing wrong. They like, you were so nonchalant, da-da-da. You know what you did, Imani. You always doing something in this, you're not, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I've been telling y'all this whole school year that little Snaky over there just like started problems. So you know what they did, y'all? They wanted to talk to me in private, right? They didn't call Snaky into the room. I'm sitting here like, I know y'all did not just do that. Mind you, I'm still pissed off, even though I'm happy how it went down and how everything go. They telling us like y'all need to fix it. Y'all better become friends and y'all better start talking. So Snakey trying to talk and I'm not here for it. There was a flash flood warning out here, so it stopped my recording. So basically, what happened was Snakey was trying to talk, like I said, and I'm just like, to me. You said something, and she really like trying to like really have a conversation, y'all. She fake as hell. She really just putting on this whole ass facade, y'all. Like we really finna be buddies. And I'm just looking like, did she really sitting here trying to have a conversation? So they start getting in my face, y'all, and they like, Imani, you need to say you sorry for doing this, that, and the other to her, whoop de whoop. And I'm like, I did what I was supposed to do. She was messing with me. I defended myself. Right? They wasn't having it, y'all. So they was like, oh, well, if you're not gonna say sorry to her, then we're gonna send you to the little principal during summer school. We're gonna send you to her and she's gonna deal with you. And I'm gonna make sure you get expelled from summer school or suspended from summer school or whatever, and you can't come back. Because if you get, summer school is strict. If you get suspended or I believe a tardy, like more than 2 or 3 tardies, they kick you out. Or if your grade is lower than a C, they kick you out. Like it was nonsense. So I'm like, oh, all right, that's cool. I don't want to be here anyway. So they sent me up there. I'm sitting in a little office. My brother come through. My brother D-Mac, he come through. He like, you in trouble already? And I'm like, yeah, pretty much. He's like, what did you do this time? I'm like, damn, like, y'all all gonna keep saying the same thing to me? Like, hello, can I get a hi, good morning? Like, sheesh. And I'm just like, you know, giving him the rundown. He like, all right, whatever. He going to school. And in the little, like, it's a little phone booth and a little area for like, when people come late, they just write them a little slip, and then they open the door because they have like this little door that's locked right before there's like I think it's 2 of them, either 2 or 3, I don't remember. But you come through the door, they go ask you why you late. You just tell them like you overslept, whatever. That's my favorite line. You go, they buzz you in. You go to the next one, they buzz you to the second one, and then you go down, find a security guard, ask them what you're a late slip or whatever. So that's what happened. I'm just sitting there. The principal lady, she taking forever. So they came back because the girl told them that I took her bag and she don't know where her bag is. And I'm just like, ugh. So they drive around in this little golf cart. Why? I don't know. I think they just fat and lazy, okay? I think they fat and lazy. So they tell me come outside, we're getting a little golf cart. They drive me to a little slab of concrete. They're like, oh, go through the, walk through here in the desert and go find her book bag because she told me you have her book bag. And I'm like, do it look like I'm wearing her book bag? No, I'm wearing my Jordan backpack that my daddy got me. So, I don't know what you're talking about. She's like, you know what I'm talking about? Da, da, da. Mind you, the lady that's talking, she like this high. She like this high, y'all. I know I'm short, but she like right here. And she just trying to get in my face. Like she can't reach it. So she's just talking. I'm just like, I don't know where her book bag is. I was like, I left it here, lime ass. I'm like, I left it right here where she left it because she threw it at me and it fell and it just was right there and I walked away. So somebody probably picked up her book bag. They're like, you lying, da 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 da. And I was like, oh my God. There's like, if you don't find her book bag, then we're gonna, what she said, she was like, we're gonna write up something for her mom, cause I guess the girl said she's gonna tell her mom that she got jumped or whatever, and they was gonna call the police and handle it that way with a lawyer and all this stuff. And I'm just like, okay. So they just saying all type of stuff or whatever. She was like, do you know where the bag is? Do you know where the bag is? Do you know where the bag is? So mind you, I don't really care about going back to class. So I'm just sitting there, just wasting their time, wasting my time. So I ain't got back to class. Like, I win, you lose. So being petty as always. So I'm just sitting there, letting them talk, She was like, the girl said she had lotion and perfume in her bag. Her bag looked like this. She showed me a picture of the girl not the girl, but the bag that the girl had, that the girl said that was hers or whatever, So I'm just like, oh, and it was like, is that the, she was like, that looked like the lotion that she said in a little keychain or key fob, whatever you want to call it. And I'm like, oh, is it? I'm like, where? And she pointed, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what was in her bag. She's like, you lying, She just kept calling me liar. So she was right, I was lying. But I didn't care. So she just kept saying that or whatever. So I got up. No, she was like, pick it up or whatever. So I got up, grabbed a little thing. I'm like, here. And she was like, grab the lotion. I was like, if you want the lotion, you can go grab the lotion, because y'all didn't listen to me when I told you the little girl was sitting there doing this, that, and the other. So little Snaky was able to just do whatever she want, and y'all didn't want to listen to me when I told y'all she's the problem, not me. So you can get up and go grab it. Mind y'all, I had like a very disrespectful mouth back there towards adults. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I really did. I didn't sugarcoat shit back then, okay? Really didn't. I did not like people to a certain extent. And I damn sure didn't like adults who thought that just because they're an adult, I had to listen to them and follow any and everything that they said, no matter how disrespectful they were being to me. That's when I kind of looked at them as if they were someone my age, and I didn't show no remorse. I just talked my shit right back. So she was talking, I start snapping, she starts snapping, we start snapping at each other. So the security lady, she was like, just get up. The other one that was with her, the one I'm like really cool with, we chill like that. She was like, Monty, just get up and just grab a bag. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll grab it for you because you asked me next time. So I got up, went to the little bush, I grabbed her bag, and I had handed her the little lotion. She was like, is this everything? I'm like, yeah, I believe so. Knowing I'm lying still. Handed her the bag, we go back, they make me sit in a little office, still waiting for the principal. She taking forever. And then principal lady, she finally come out. What happened? Okay, so the principal lady, I don't remember her name, but she came out and she just telling me like, oh, I see your history of suspensions and OCDs and tardies and your grades or whatever, I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm here. She was like, well, I talked to your teacher, my summer school teacher. She was like, well, she said you're doing an awesome job in her class right now, so because of that, I'm going to let you slide, but this is your warning. If you get, what was the little stupid rules again? If you get written up again, you will be kicked out. If you do the little tardy thing more than 3 times, you will be kicked out. No explanation, you're just out of here. So I'm like, okay. So she wrote it off, and then she told me to go back and sit in the little area where I was when you first walked into school. So I'm sitting there, and the phone is going off. The lady answers the phone that's sitting there at the little desk. Mind you, they always put the phone on speaker for some reason. I don't know why. Like, y'all don't give no parent, no student, no type of privacy with their conversations. So, she talking. So I heard the girl name, little Snaky name. I heard her name. Her mom was on the phone complaining, and she telling basically everything that Snaky called and told her, whatever. And her mama just, I'm not gonna say what her mama lifestyle was, because she was telling them her whole life and stuff over there, and how unfortunate and stuff they are, I'm not gonna say like how deep it was, whatever. I'm just leave it like that. So she just going and going. Me being the silly, goofy, immature kid that I was at the time, I'm laughing my ass off, because I can hear the whole conversation. I'm just sitting there like, I can't wait to go tell, So they finally came back. They told me I could go back to class. By the time I got to the classroom, damn school, it was over. So I left. I went home. And they basically called my mom, told my mom everything. And my mom was just like, I asked you to please go to school and just get your grades up. Just get them up. So when you go back to school, you know, you be on the right track again. You won't be behind of everybody else in your grade. So I was like, yeah, I know, but Snakey started it. I had to finish it. So I explained to my mom everything. She was over it. Like, she was halfway on my side, but at the same time, she was like, you know, she still got to be the parent of making sure school be taken care of. So she was like, for the next couple of days, whatever, a week or whatever, I think it was like 2 weeks, I was on restrictions. So that's how that went down. And then the ending of school came. Summer school came. Yeah, I wasted my damn time. I missed passing the class by 1%. Because I passed like the first 3 or 4 tests with good grades, but the last couple of them was just, I didn't do good on those tests. So my grade just did the whole 360. I had an A at first and then just boom. My ass ended up having an F. No, I didn't have an F, I had a D. And they said for summer school, I believe you had to have a C at that time or something. That's what the lady told me. So I was like, this 1%, you can't bump me up. This damn summer school teacher, she gonna sit there and tell me no. But yet on the phone, my mom would talk about your daughter is such a good student. She's been doing great in my class. So I was coming in, finishing her work before everybody else, And me and my mom was just like, but you can't give her that 1%. So she ain't gotta do this class again. Like, I was so over it. I was like, you see why I just don't go to school. I just don't. My mom was over it. I was over it, but my mom was happy that I at least finished it and thugged it out, you feel me? Even though I still didn't pass. But I thugged it out. That's all that mattered. So I got off punishment. I was good to go. School started, y'all, and I got suspended on the first day. But that's another story, y'all. That is a whole other story. If y'all want to hear that story of how I got suspended on the first day of school right after getting suspended from summer school, drop it down in the comments below and I will let you guys know when I'll make that video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what type of challenges you guys want me to do, pranks, any other videos. If you guys want more story times, all that stuff, let me know and I'll make sure I get to it and get around it as soon as possible. But we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, y'all. So share me, repost me, screen record parts that you like out the videos that I'll be making, and just, you know, try to get me known. Help me out, because you guys help me out. When I get the money and stuff from doing all this stuff, I can do giveaways and stuff that y'all want, designer, all that type of stuff, expensive stuff. So y'all help me out, and I'm gonna be blessing y'all pockets and helping y'all out. So, you know, support your girl. But that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. Peace.